Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for Game Week 31. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment, what is your team looking like for Game Week 31? Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is how my team is currently shaping up for Game Week 31. Of course, Burnley do double in Game Week 31, which of course I will talk about later on in the video. But I do have 2 free transfers, which is obviously a very nice position to be in. International break always comes with injuries and stuff, which is obviously very, very annoying. But having 2 free transfers puts me in quite a nice position for that. And of course, we've already had the likes of Trent being out. Obviously, Reece James is still out. Bamford is out even more now. And we've got like Saka and Robertson that are getting COVID. Of course, they should be back by the end of the international break. But again, these things do crop up. So yeah, having 2 free transfers is a very, very nice thing to have going into Game Week 31. But yeah, this is how my team is currently shaping up. Again, 2 free transfers. I do have the likes of Jimenez that of course I will be getting rid of this week, which I will talk about later on when we go over into the transfers. Anyway though, in goal I do have Sarr at home to Villa. Wolves' defense had been very all over the place recently. Before I brought them in, they were like compact and solid, and since I've brought them in, they're kind of all over the place. At home to Villa, whether he keeps a clean sheet in that game, I'm not too sure. Newcastle also going to be a tough game. And then Wolves do actually blank in 33, so I am thinking of offloading my Wolves players very, very soon. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to keep Sarr for these 2 games and then potentially get rid of him Game Week 33 for maybe someone that, of course, doubles in 33, because Game Week 33 is a big double for a lot of different teams. And then at the back, I have Trent, Robertson, White, and Doherty. Trent is an interesting one. A lot of people are thinking whether they get rid of him or not. Of course, don't get rid of him until we hear something from Klopp. It could potentially just be that they kind of played the injury off as worse as it is, just so that Trent didn't have to go on to international break and play the friendlies, which again don't really mean anything. There's no point of risking Trent when they're in this massive title race with City. There's 1 point in it now, so obviously Trent is going to be wanted to be rested and fit for the games after the international break. So Trent's injury might not be as bad, or it could be really bad. He could be out for weeks and weeks. We don't know. Hamstring injuries are kind of all over the place. They can be all right, or they can just be out for, like, say, months. So we'll have to wait on the news whether Trent is back. People are already transferring him out for Robertson, which I don't think is a good transfer at all. There are the likes of Cancelo and stuff that are there, but I just wouldn't really get rid of Trent anyway. You know, even if he is out for the Watford game, you know, do you really want to get rid of him? Because once you sell him, you're going to have to buy him back for like 8.5 mil, which is obviously a lot of money. So it could be gone for the rest of the season if you do get rid of Trent. So you will have to think about that. Robertson, of course, is a really good option. I have both of them. I just wanted both of them. I think I got rid of Cancelo on my wildcard or something. I can't really remember. But anyway, yeah, Robertson he's kind of getting better numbers than Trent at the moment, but we all know what Trent can do. So, again, I would definitely hold off on getting rid of Trent for sure until we get a press conference and stuff. And again, even if he is just out for the Watford game, then he has City. So, after that, he's got like United, Everton, and Newcastle and stuff. So, I think that he is very much a player to keep if the hamstring injury isn't that bad. But then I've also got Robertson, Watford at home. I've got White, Crystal Palace away. Again, I still think Ben White is one of the best FPL assets to have this year. He's 4.5 mil or 4.6 mil now. I'm not actually too sure. Yeah, he's still 4.5. He's in that Arsenal defense. He's nailed. He plays 90 minutes. And yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's 4.5 mil for an Arsenal defense that is really solid this season. I don't know why a lot of people aren't jumping on. I understand that people have Ramsdale instead, but you know, he could even just be there for like bench fodder if you didn't want to double up on Arsenal defense every week. And then I've got Doherty at home to Newcastle. Again, I don't think he's going to lose his place. He hasn't really done anything for me since I brought him in. I think he got 1 clean sheet for me, but we'll see what happens there. And then I've got Rafinha, Salah, Son, and Saka in midfield. Rafinha, of course, missed Game Week 30, which was really, really annoying. I don't know if I went over how many points I got in Game Week 30, by the way. I think I got 52, which was like the littlest red arrow ever. But yeah, Leeds also do blank in Game Week 33. But I don't know if I'm going to get rid of Rafinha anytime soon. You know, they've got some nice fixtures either side of that blank, and I can easily just bench him in Game Week 33. He could easily be a downgrade to like someone like Harvey Barnes or something. or I think they're actually the same price now, or Madison or something like that, which obviously do have a double in 33, so that could be the way I go, but we'll have to see what happens there. And then, yeah, Salah captain, Son at home to Newcastle. First time he outscored Kane in game week 30 in a long time, which I was very happy about because I did captain him. And then Saka as well, which again I think is one of the best FPL assets to have at the moment as well. Arsenal are just playing really good football. He's cheap. He's playing like, he's not playing 90 every game. They're kind of managing him a little bit because they don't want him to get injured because he's such a important part of that team. But you know, he's going to start every single game. He's getting multiple returns. He's just a really nice option to have. And then I've got Jimenez up front, who of course I will be getting rid of, and then Lacazette as well. And then my bench is Foster, Broja, Ramsey, and Digne. So I do have a couple of options that I do need to get rid of. I do want to get rid of Jimenez immediately. Digne is another player that I kind of want to get rid of. And then around game week 33, Rafinha, and it could even be a Sarr to a Schmeichel or something like that. So let's go over the actual transfers. I have nothing in the bank, which makes my life a little bit worse and a little bit more difficult at this moment in time. But I think one of the smartest, whether you say smartest or not, one of the easier transfers to make this week is to get rid of Jimenez and bring in a Weghorst, because Weghorst does of course double in 31, he doubles in 33, and he has a Norwich game as well in between those doubles, and that also gives me a bit of money in the bank as well, 1.1. so I think that is probably one transfer that I'm going to make this week. Again, I'm not going to captain him in game week 31 at all with Salah at home to Watford, but it will just be nice to have a striker who's got 2 doubles coming up and plays Norwich as well. And then also after that, he doesn't exactly even have bad fixtures. Like after the game week 33, he has Wolves, Watford, Villa. Like he could easily score in any of those games, and then Tottenham and Newcastle, and still has Villa to rearrange as well. So I honestly think that Weghorst could just be a keep for the rest of the season. But again, we'll have to see what happens there. But that is going to be one of the transfers that I make this week. And then of course I've got 1.1 mil in the bank. I've got 1 free transfer left. It could just simply be something like maybe Digne to a Rudiger. I think Rudiger is the safer option. I just have enough to bring him in. I think he's the safer option than somebody like Reece James or something, just because Reece James is kind of managing an injury that, you know, he obviously was injured. He came back from that injury and then got injured straight away again. They've got a lot of Champions League games, important Champions League games coming up and stuff. So of course they're going to want Reece James fit for that. They've kind of solidified that 3rd spot in the Prem this season. I know that they of course could easily be overtaken, but with all these fixtures that they've got coming up, you'd expect Chelsea to kind of win most of these games. So yeah, they've pretty much solidified 3rd spot. So they don't really have to worry about the league too much. So Reece James is more likely going to play the Champions League games and stuff like that. So Rudiger is a little bit of a better option for me. You could go James as well. Like I do just have enough for Reece James, but I think there will be price rises and stuff before I make my transfers. Like Reece James could easily go up, Weghorst could easily go up. But yeah, I don't know if obviously Reece James is a really exciting player to have, really cool to own, especially when he pops off and gets 18 points and stuff. But I just don't know if it's worth the risk when I kind of want someone that is solidified in that back line, somebody like Rudiger. So that is one of the options that I'm thinking of doing this week. Again, it kind of just enough money in the bank to do that, getting rid of Jimenez, bringing in Weghorst, and then bringing in Rudiger instead of what's his face, instead of oh my god, what's his name? I forgot who was going. Who did I get rid of for him? Digne, of course, yeah, Digne. So the other option is if Trent is out for a while, I'm probably just gonna get rid of Trent. This like I say, if he's, this is just in case he's out. I know I just said like not to sell him and stuff, but if he's out for like 8 weeks or something, then I'll probably get rid of Trent and bring in someone like Cancelo. Because if he is out for like weeks and weeks and weeks, I don't want somebody like Trent on the bench who's 8.5 mil when there's somebody like Cancelo that I can easily bring in for him. So it could be something like that. Or if that is the case as well, I might even also take a hit and bring in somebody like Rudiger as well, which gives me even more money in the bank as well, 1.2, with like a pretty strong defense. And then, you know, this week I could literally just play Cancelo, Rudiger, and Robertson, and, you know, hope for like 3 nice clean sheets there and a lot of points coming in from them. And then I'd obviously just probably bench, like, I don't know, I'd maybe even just bench like Doherty or someone. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a weird one. Like, you have so much extra funds when you get rid of Trent. And of course, I don't want to get rid of Trent at all. And this is only depending on how long he is out for. But I think this is most likely going to be the transfers that I make this week. So Jimenez out, Digne out for Rudiger and Weghorst. I think Digne will be back, by the way, after the international break. I'm pretty sure he will be okay. But I don't know. I just don't really want Digne in my team anyway. Villa have got some tough fixtures coming up regardless, and they do blank in game week 33, so it's not exactly a player that I do want. They do have 2 games to rearrange, but I don't know. Like, Ramsey's just there because he's just bench fodder. You know, he's cheap. He's 4.8. He actually scored for the under 21s, I think, as well, midweek, which was pretty nice to see. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the direction that I take. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment. What are you doing with your team? Subscribe if you're brand new. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Until next time, peace.